everybody. It's been a hot minute since I've been streaming. I'm so sorry. It's been a little busy. Oh, let me just turn this music down a little bit. We don't want to blow people's eardrums off. So, for those who don't know, my name is Mandi, one half of Salt and Sass Games. And I'm probably the one you'll see most often streaming on the channel. Yeah, sorry, it's been a little busy. If you all don't know, I work for the federal government and things have been a little wild with staffing and whatnot. I was one of the lucky few. My job was safe. I was all right, but I do know a few people, who were affected. So, it's been a challenging time for them. So, definitely want to be that support and help them as best I can, especially working in HR, right? We try to do what we can. Well, I do, not necessarily. I mean, in the work environment, it's a little different, but as a friend. So, because we have a good idea of the inner workings. So, yeah, so there's that. Oh, you're getting a tooth pulled currently? Okay, well, thank you for coming in, Slivers. And geez Louise, that's wild. Be safe, because I had my tooth pulled not that long ago for this whole implant thing. So hopefully it's not like that. Please, I hope. But good luck. And let me know if you're up for Sunday, because if not, we can change that date. Your tooth obviously is the priority. So, dang. My God. So please, stay safe. Try to be comfortable. Hopefully that you're getting knocked out. Yeah, I don't think I was, but I didn't feel it, surprisingly. But gosh, they had to freeze me a lot. So, that was the whole thing. But I appreciate you popping in. So, but yes, please be safe and comfortable. Before we jump into games, I feel like I haven't been doing a lot of games lately. I do have a Buttonshy game. Someone had requested me to play the Royal Limited. So that is going to be the one that I'll be playing. It's a Buttonshy game. Let me see if I can slide over. I got the dog on the lap here. Oh, this one here, the Royal Limited. So I played a little bit. I didn't have a chance to fully play through, so we're going to kind of do it together. I was trying to keep it pretty cash today. I'm literally wearing my jams because it's my mom's birthday. I thought she might want to go out for like brunch or something. I was like, yeah, we can go. She's like, nah, I just want to like chill inside and hang out. And I was like, all right, well, then I'm staying in my pajamas. Oh, Jelcat, yes. Oh, thank you. And I do feel cozy. And I have little cats. Yeah, it's appropriate that you made that comment. I've got little cats on my jammies. And then I have the dog wrapped in a blanket on my lap. So I was like, okay, this is like best case situation, right? So I was like, let's just be comfortable. And yeah, it's been a while. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of things, but this whole back to office thing is really throwing me off. So, and I'm so tired all the time. Because I'm up at like 5, and then by the time I get home, it's like 6. And I know, listen, people do far worse than me for their days, like their commutes, I'm sure, are very long. I'm just saying it's hard to get back into it. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, working on trying to get a job that's closer to home. So we'll see how that goes. It's only like 15 minutes. So hopefully that works out. I love where I work now, but commute at this point is taking precedence. Thanks, Jellicat. I appreciate that. So before we jump into the game, I wanted to share some 3D prints. I know, for the next little while, this is my ADHD obsession. So y'all are going to see a few things that I've been working on. It's like whether you like it or not. I mean, obviously I don't want to force it, but I'm excited. So it's my mom's birthday and I had printed. So if you all follow me on social media or anybody does, you'll see I printed it already. I did a print for like a croc, I guess, and a shoe. So I made this one as a test one for myself in black, and this is a material called TPU, which I've never used before. It's a bit more flexible, and for my first time, not bad. I mean, there are a few little things. It's not perfect, but I mean, not bad. So then I bought a little insert, orthotic insert to put inside, because I'm old and I have no arch. I have flat feet, so I need that arch support. So I did that for myself, just as like a test one, and I have the strap. I just have to attach everything. So you can see this material is bendy, so that's why I printed it with that one. It comes softer than this, but gets a little hard to work with, and my machine can only accommodate up to a certain level of like softness. So this is the one we used and I can control. So then I was talking to someone and they're like, oh, if you're getting any bubbling or whatever, maybe it's the heat's too high. And I was like, oh, I thought it looked good. He's like, well, there's little bubbles. I'm like, okay, I'll try a slightly lower heat. I appreciate what they were trying to tell me. It did not work out well for me. I lowered the heat when I went to go make my mom's, and this happened. So this is hers. She does have a proper set now, but I did them in purple. I wanted to do purple, but I was testing black, so that's why I took the black ones. And as you can see, there's no top end. And that actually, when I went to go take it off, this just broke right off. And then there was like another piece that broke off. So the lack of heat... Oh, I was like, oh no, maybe I could glue it back together. Yeah, if the top piece was still there, sure, but it's not. The toe was missing, like right at the top. So unfortunately, this this is a 12-hour print. Garbage, because what am I gonna do with this? So unfortunately, no. But everything else on it was pretty good till it got till about just below that cut point. So name of the game, so it's a little bit of a waste, but I keep track of all this, so this is probably about 240 grams that have gone to waste. But that's why I try to buy some of the stuff on sale, so it's not so bad. So there you go. So I was trying Croc slides, whatever. I've never worn them before, so putting some inserts in. I'll probably put some, what do you call it? Like rubber on the bottom, because there's a tread, but it's not like amazing. See, like if you look from the side, it's not gripping anything. And I have hardwood floors, so like no one's trying to break their neck on the stairs. So I ordered some rubber things that you can like stick to the bottom, so we don't die. So those were long, because each shoe is like between 12 and 15 hours to print. I have bigger feet, so mine took longer. So it was about 30 hours to print my pair, and then about 26 hours to print my mom's. So the machine has been running for like 3 days. So there's that. What else did I print? I might have shown these two already. I think I did. So I printed more of my little keychains for Salt and Sass. I thought they turned out really great. So I had to use a smaller nozzle for this one. And, but the text came out, it might be hard to see on the camera, but the text came out very clean. So I used a 0.2 nozzle, which was new for me. And I used 2 different materials. So filaments. One is like shiny. So all the middle part, the logo and everything is shiny, and the rest is matte. So I did like a mix, which can be tricky. And then I just wrote on the back little tap me, because when you tap it, it takes you to our little socials. I thought that was cute. So little keychains when I go to conventions. If I see you, here you go. Take one of our little keychains. I spend time doing it, so please take a keychain. And what else? Oh my gosh, don't worry. We'll get to a game, I promise. I'm just very excited about my little 3D printer for now, till the moment leaves me, and then I'll be on to something else. So of course I print little benchies to test my material. I don't know if I showed this one to you already. So this one is a sparkly material. It might be hard to see, but you can see where I had them like this. See how there's like a little dent here? So these kind of things tell me if it's too hot or whatever. But anyway, it's more the material, but it just might not be there you go, a little bit. But this has sparkles in it. So I was like, ooh, sparkles, I like it. Then this one, the neon one, this is like I thought it was glow in the dark, and it's not. It's one of these ones that just looks brighter under UV light, and I just so happen to have a UV light right here. But I don't even know if you're gonna be able to. Don't look directly into the light here, but yeah, it's not gonna really show up on here. But when you put them under UV light, they just get more like neon colors. So if you're doing like a Halloween thing or whatever, then this is the kind of material you'd want to use. And then just testing out more shiny kind of colors. I like the shiny ones, but gosh, they're a pain in the butt to use. So that's a thing I've been doing. So I printed a few things with that. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, because you're like, okay, Mandy, we get it with the 3D print stuff. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, I pull it up. It's not heavy. It's just awkward. Okay. It kind of looks like those makeup wipes. So, hey, Legends, thanks for joining. You popped in just in time to see my last 3D thing. Now, it's going to be funny because I have a green screen, but, so this holds because I have several controllers, but there's one I like to keep by the computer, but it holds my controllers. This is my mom's controller, but I needed one quickly, so I just grabbed hers. But yeah, so it sits in there just like that on the desk. So I thought that was kind of cute. Anything that's weird, it's probably because it's green. And this is another one. So this one, this is glow in the dark. So probably won't work on here. But if you take a UV light, you like charge it up. So when you charge it up, then it glows. Now, is it like a long time that this happens? No. So, game controller. Yeah, so we were looking at controllers, and I was like, you know what? I have so many Xbox controllers that are just black. So I said, why don't you pick a cover you like, and I'll install it for you. So she found one she liked. So never did that before, but uninstalled the front face and put the new one on. She's like, that's much better. She literally uses it to play Jeopardy and Scrabble. So, or Candy Crush or whatever. But hey, she's using it. That's all I can say. Yeah, so yeah, it's hard to see because it's going to take all the green out of it. But you use the UV light on it just to like charge it up, or in like sunlight, and it'll make it so when you turn off the lights, it glows. So that's my little thing there. That took a while to print, but it sits on my desk with a controller. My controller's upstairs, so that's the one we're going to use for today. Woo! So there you go. So those are some of the 3D prints I've been doing. I swear I'm not here to make you buy a 3D printer. I'm just saying, it's fun. I'm out of control with the filaments. I need to stop every time there's a new filament. Ooh, that's cool. So that's the material you use. I'm out of control. Like, I need to stop. So no more. I'm already at like, I have I was telling Michael, we were playing games the other day, and Shellcat, I don't know if you started playing Magnus Protocol. Michael and I played a session, and it was pretty fun. So we had a really good time with that. And I was showing him my spreadsheet. I was like, oh my God, I'm up to 56 rolls of filament. I think I need to stop. Shellcat. Oh, you haven't played it yet? Okay. Well, I'm not going to give anything away, I promise. Legends chat all runs to buy 3D printers right now. Can you imagine? I know it's an expense, and I know not everyone can afford to have one. I mean, I just bought the, like, basic one. When I say basic, like, I wanted something easy, plug and play, the Bamboo Labs A1. I think that's the one that they recommend for people beginning, and it was on sale. Let's be clear, it was on sale. If it wasn't on sale, probably wouldn't have bought it. So yeah, but the bug gets ya, because then you want to print all the cute things. I thought I'd be printing more, like, random stuff. Like, a lot of people print fidget toys and stuff. I didn't print any of that. I just got into printing, like, hard stuff, which is like, I mean, I haven't been printing that long. I'm like, yeah, let's just grab this filament I've never used before and try it. You know what I mean? Like, do I like wasting money? I'm just lucky that my basement's super dry, so it works out really well, because they like the dryness. Anyway, I digress, but I've offered to share my spreadsheet as a template for people who do this, so you can track your, I track what I print so that it ties into my inventory, so it updates it. So if I use this many grams, it'll subtract it, and then I get a little thing that tells me, oh, it's time to order. I even have a thing I can enter, the hex colors. It's wild. Like, I spent a lot of time on this, and if you know Excel, I did use some VBA and stuff, and it's chef's kiss. We're going to leave that there. Too much nerdiness on spreadsheets, I think, for everyone. So we're going to leave that alone. But, yeah, but hey, if you like a thing, you do a thing. But today, hopefully everyone's having a good day. It's Friday. Yay! I know after this, I'm probably going to, don't judge me, I'm going to probably go watch some Love After Lockup. I watch it with my mom. I don't know why we find this really entertaining, but it is. So we'll probably do that and just chill. Have some food, I think we made like some nice desserts, and that's it. And then off to game day for me tomorrow. So see how that goes. But today I'm going to play the Buttonshy game, and I'm going to show you a game that I received from Up Game. Is it Up Games? Yes, it's called Scurry Up. I can't play it because it's 3 to 8, but I can show you a little bit. I have played it. I just want to show it to you because I thought it was super cute. We had a good time with it. It's one of those games where it's not one that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this. Like, if I just looked at it, but we had fun playing it. Like, I think it's great for, like, a big group. I think it'd be really good. All right. Let's jump into a game. But if y'all are playing games that I need to try, tell me. I feel like I'm running low on the whole what to play list of games. I mean, my game group on Tuesday has just been helping me crank out games that I have to review, but also games that I just haven't played. So, I'm kind of here for it. All right. Let's swing over to my other screen. Hold on. This is a whole rigmarole and it ain't pretty. One moment, please. I gotta remove this. I have too many keyboards here. Too many keyboards. Of course, biggest desk ever, yet I still manage to have no room. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. Yeah, that is so not elegant at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. This camera is terrible. It does nothing for my face. Okay. Let's just make sure my mic's on. 'Tis on! All right. Oh my gosh, doggy, stinky bum. All right, so here we go. So Buttonshy, this is the Royal Limited. I don't know if anyone's played this before. This was a request to try, so we're going to do that. I've set it up already. We've got our conductor, who's going to be tracking our rounds. Then we have our train cards here. I've put 5 out for our hand, so technically this is a hand. This is the deck. And then we've got 2 VIP cards, and these are just randomly chosen. Okay, so we'll start with that. And then, oh, okay. Sorry, little one. Is that in your face? Okay. So it says it's England 1960s. Revolutions in music, fashion, art, and more draw celebrities from around the world. Superstars wind their way across the country using the ultimate in luxury travel, a train line catering to their elite, while less fortunate passengers jostle for space to get a glimpse of their idols. There's no time to waste, so grab your bags and get on board. So that's the gist of this one. And the game is going to be taking cards from hand. I think it takes place over 4 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. And then we take cards, we're going to try to make our train, and then we're going to try to put passengers in those trains. So when you put them as a train, they go out like this, and we'll talk about how you pay for those. And then when you put a passenger, you put them on top, so you put them straight up in this way. There are some restrictions on how you can play, so this should be entertaining. And as I said, I briefly played a little bit, but we're going to kind of walk through it together a little bit. And there's some abilities and stuff you'll trigger when passengers go into trains. And then you obviously want to try and get your VIPs in there as well. Then the round ends when your hand is empty or you cannot or do not wish to play any further cards. And if the conductor shows a clock at its top edge, rotate it to its next position, then discard all remaining cards, and then we draw new cards. Okay, so that's okay. If the conductor card says train departed, the game ends. Well, we'll try our best. Okay, that's not terrible. And then it lets you know after you finish how you scored. I can presume this is going to be rough. And it's going to be based on the total number of unused cards in the deck and discard pile. And then unoccupied cards in the train and VIPs dealt at the start and not on the train. Okay, I mean, I don't see this going very well for me, but we're going to try anyways. That's the name of the game, right? We're going to try. So, our conductor... Okay. She's just there to show us the ways. And then these are our VIP section here. Let me see if I can sidle in on this whole situation. So what games are people been playing lately? I feel like I've just been not playing anything. Or I've been playing a lot of small games. We played Courtesans the other day, which was a little more... not mean, but definitely a little more targeted than others. But what do I know? Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Does that do a thing? That doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, it lets you see the cards a little bit closer. This is for like another game that I had. Oh, well, that'll be nice when we actually start putting cards up there. So I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it. All right. Okay, let's jump in and see what happens. Chalcat, nothing at all. Yeah, like it's been rough. I haven't really been seeing a ton of stuff that people are talking about. I did get an RPG in, a solo RPG, but you can also play with group. It's called Midnight Musk. I kept seeing Muscadine, but I think it might be Muscadine. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's so cute. And I know Steph got a copy in too. So just saying, that is something very cool. So I've gotten a few of my solo RPGs. I got another one, Wrath of Wyvern, but I'm gonna have to print minis and stuff for that one. So I was ready to dive in. I'm like, oh, I have to print the cards. Oh, I have to print minis, like, because I didn't buy the cards. So I'm like, oh, there's so much work for this one. So excited to play it, but also like, oh, work. So I got to print some minis for that one. Who just jumped in? Hey, Gameritis guy, thanks for popping in. Hey, there it is. Oh, Chelcat, you have the PDF for Muscadines, Midnight Muscadines. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but yes, it's very cool. I want to hear your thoughts. Legends, you just got Hercules and the 12 Labors. Was it you that was telling me about that? Somebody else was telling me about that. I have my little list here. I've been meaning to... I have to go make a trip down to Imaginaire to get some games. I just haven't been there lately. I'm pretty sure it was you. Or maybe it was Gameritis guy. One of you two was telling me about Hercules. Hold on. Where's my little sticky notes? I'm waiting till my list gets to a decent size because Imaginaire, beautiful store, but it's downtown. And I hate going downtown. So, parking, traffic... Bleh. So I try to make my list nice and big before I make the trek downtown. Games to try. Yeah, I have those ones. That's not on my list. Why? Oh, I probably have another list somewhere and I didn't put it on. No, it's right there. Oh, foil embossed cards. Of course you would know that, Gameritis guy. I know you love that. I mean, they are nice. I do like... Yeah, one of you told me for sure. Yeah. Foil emboss is cool. I have to say, I do like that. Like, I'm not so big on some things with deluxe, but that... I like a nice card. But then the texture has to match. Nothing is worse than a card and the texture, like, you're like, oh, it's foiled, and then it's, like, soft and smushy or bendy, and I'm like, it's over. It's a wrap. I'm done. So, we'll see. Lately I've been doing, I'm trying to get into my whole solo RPG. I'm having a hard time finding time to do them. Especially those big ones like that Wrath of Wyvern I was telling you about. Like, I'm like printing minis. I mean, I have a 3D printer. I should be very excited. I'm like, oh, I get to print some minis. It's just, when the mood strikes me to play, I want to play right now. The fact that I have to sit here now and find minis and print it and then cards and like, oh my god. And printing cardstock is awful. I used to try to do it double-sided. Now I just print them individually on sheets, cut them, glue them together, put them in a sleeve. I'm not doing that. It jams the printer and I just don't have patience. Anybody else? I don't know. Just saying. Okay, that's my rant about cards and printing and all the things. If anyone has any suggestions for miniatures, just generic for like a RPG that has it's like the vibe is Skyrim meets, is it Elden Ring? Maybe? Something like that. Let me know, because I got to print a few minis. Means I got to pull out the smaller nozzle, but that's a whole other thing. Okay. All right, well, let's start. Our actions that we can do in this game. I can play a card by adding a car, adding a passenger, or adding a VIP. But we don't have any carts to put VIPs or anything in, so best thing to do would be to start with putting out a cart. And I'll explain how we do that as we go, because I'm going to be learning too. Okay. Perfect. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Cool. So these numbers here, sorry, the numbers on the card, that's passenger, that's the actual train. That's how many cards you have to discard when you play one. So because I'm cheap, heyo, let's play a 0. So that means I don't have to pay any cards. It means I just have to discard that many cards from my hand to pay for it to come out. However, we'll pull the little this here. It's 0, so I don't have to pay anything. This on the bottom here, let's see if I can get in there so you can actually see it. That might be hard to read. This doesn't trigger until I place a passenger in it. So right now, that action doesn't do anything for me. All right, so let's put that over here. Okay, cool. So that's first thing. I put out a card. I don't have to pay anything because it costs 0. Good to go. Now, the next card, if I place another one here, I believe it has to be a different color and number. Let's see. Let's see. The first card begins your train. It may have any color number. We did that. Subsequent cards must have a different color and a different number from the rightmost train. In this case, it's that. So, the only cards I can actually play are these two because it's a 2 and green and a 1 and blue. So different number, different color. It's good to look at the actions because they trigger when you put a passenger, but this one says, reveal the top card of the deck, place it as a passenger in a car matching its color or value, and trigger that card's effect. If it cannot be placed, return it to the top of the deck. Not bad, because you get to see what's coming out. But if I play that, I'm going to have to toss 2 cards. Then, this one says, choose an adjacent card and trigger its effects. So if I place this one, I'm going to have to get rid of 1 card to put it out. And it would trigger this, which is, place a passenger in a car such that the 2 cards have a total value of 3. Oh, that means I would have to play this card in it. And when you're placing a passenger, hold on. The passenger must match the color and or number. Ooh. And there's no cost to place them. And then it says, okay, cool. Now it says to act, when you place a passenger, it activates it, but I'm thinking you don't have to do that. And this has a next action, but we'll talk about that in a second. Place a passenger in a car such that the 2 cards have a total value of 3. In a car. Okay. Okay, could be that one. Okay, so, sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. Let me explain what I'm trying to do. So, the next card we place, I think we should place this one, because it has to be a different number, different color. Oh my god, now I'm confusing myself. Hold on. Oh gosh. Subsequent ones have to have a different color and a different number. Okay, yes, it has to have 2 different things. So, if I place this one, like this. Ooh, look at me. The kitchen car is first. I don't know how we feel about that. Then we have the drawing car. The drawing room. And that cost me 1 card. So I have to get rid of a card. I need the 3 because I'm going to use it. And I think we'll just get rid of this one. Discard. So we'll just toss that off to the side. Just for now. It's temporary. Okay, so we can still keep going. So I wanted to play the 3 as a passenger. Is it the 3 I wanted to play? No. Is that what I wanted to do? Oh, no, wait. I think I got rid of the wrong card. I think I should have taken... Hold on. I think I should have gotten rid of that too. Because... Yes. It was the 2 I wanted to get rid of. There's a reason. Okay. I'll tell you why. Because if I place a passenger, it must match the color and or number. So, if I place a passenger in here, it matches the number 1. Okay, so we just do this. I don't have to pay for it. Sorry, I'm just going to pull that down a bit. Okay. You like assembling the train? Oh, okay, Game Reddit's guy. This is one of those more thinky Buttonshy games. I've played a couple of these, a couple of times. Still wishy-washy on rules. Okay. Yes. I like assembling the train, though. Yeah, the rules took me a minute, because I'm like, wait, am I getting this right? And like I said, I didn't play a full game of it, but I think I have it. But then it's one of these like, oh, did I mean to do that? Oh, sorry. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it took me a minute. Well, as you know, it always takes me a minute, and that's okay. That is okay. So I place a passenger. It matches in number, not necessarily in color, but that's okay. And then you trigger this. So this on the bottom says choose an adjacent car, trigger its effects, which is this one. And this says it has a next action on it. And next actions are effects starting with this dictate the next action you must perform. If you cannot perform it, you must end the current round. Well, I can do it because it says place a passenger in a car such that the 2 cards have a total value of 3. The 2 cards, not cars. Sorry, that makes a difference. Cards. That's why I wanted to keep the 3, because it says a car, so I could place it in said car. I'm going to place it her and do that. So then my question would be, I did that based on this, but now I place this here, and it says it has the same action. So place a passenger in a car such that 2 cards have a total of 3. Would I then trigger that again? In this case, it doesn't matter. I have no more cards, which is actually best case scenario for this, because I'd have to end the round if I couldn't do this ability, which I obviously can't. But does it trigger? Because I triggered it based off of this, and then placing that in there normally would cause a trigger. I'm assuming it would. Doesn't matter in my case because I don't have more cards. Not bad for the first round. That's what I think anyway. So that's going to happen. So the conductor's like, girl, you better hurry up and get your people on board. So now, I think that went not bad. Now we still have our VIPs. They got to go somewhere, so I really got to pay attention to those. Okay, so now the round ends. We rotated. And then I believe I draw 5 more cards. Okay. Then discard all remaining cards, which I don't have any, and then draw a new hand of 5. I mean, I think that's best case scenario, having no cards. So, but that's just my opinion. Oh, I went to see a play last night. It was very good. I mean, I wish I didn't have to. I wish I wasn't working in the office because I was exhausted. But it was a very cool play. It's local here, and it was. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. I had the program somewhere, and it was about these 3 women telling their story from the perspective as they're dead, and their husband killed them, and it's the same guy. So he just went around, you know, gathering wives like Pokemon. Terrible. And each time he had a wife, he would treat them horribly, but take them for their money. Like, he was romantic and all those things, but then take them for their money and kill them. And it was from this perspective of these 3 women. And the stage, we went because our friend works at the theater, and he helped build the set. And it was so cool. It was 3 bathtubs. They had some water going. They even, like, the walls came out when they were taking props out, like dresses and stuff. It was really, really good. Like, I was really impressed by it. And it's really hard to do a play. As someone who used to do theater, it's really hard to captivate an audience just on one set. Like, the set didn't change at all, and costume changes were minimal, and it was just very good. And there was not a lot of song. There was a little bit of song, not too much, but like the sound effects, the lighting effects, it really made a difference. And the story itself was, obviously, I mean, it's sad, but it was interesting. And I definitely know there's been some stories back in because this was like the 1800s. I am sure there was a person that this was kind of based on, or is similar to someone who's done this sort of thing. Anyway, once I remember the name of the player, when we get on the other screen, I'll look it up. It's very good. And I think it was packed house. Now, it's a local theater. Most of the people that go to the plays at the theater are like of the older community, but honestly, it was great. And I love that everybody was like in, like, you know, there were a few laughs. People in the front row got a little wet because of the water, but it was awesome. So yeah, Game Redis guy, I totally think you would like it. It's really, really good. So I don't know if they recorded it because it's just a local theater, but if it's something that they do have available, you should definitely watch it. I really enjoyed it. And then we got to meet a couple of the performers afterwards, so it was really nice. Okay, so we're on to round 2. I got 2 more rounds. Well, this round and 2 more to get my peeps on the train. So let's get some trains out. So now the card I place here, it says the rightmost card. It has to be different from this. I'm assuming it could still be pink or... Sorry. I think my printer's done printing whatever I was doing. It scared me. From what I read, whatever I place here just has to be different from this card, not necessarily from this card, but let's see. Choose a card from your hand and play horizontally as a new train card extending the train. The first card begins your train. It can be any color. Subsequent cards must have a different color and a different number from the rightmost card in the train. So it's just this one. I got to read it twice because my brain sometimes misinterprets. Got to make sure. And if that still sounds wrong, I'm sure y'all will let me know. Okay, so different color, different number. But these are expensive. Like, putting these ones out? Yeah. And I have a lot of 3s. I mean, I love 0, but I can't put that there. Not right now, anyway. I could put out a 2. What does this ability do? Reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Add to your hand any that match the color of the passenger that triggered this effect. Return the others to the top of the deck in any order. I mean, that's kind of nice to see what's coming out. My brain doesn't necessarily remember all that, but... just saying. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see here. This one does... Well, I can't place that anyway. Literally, the only cards I can place are these 2. What does the 2 say? Ignoring card colors, place a passenger in a car with a lower value than the passenger. I just like that card, the flexibility, so, like, I'm doing it. Let's do that. And again, it's a different number, different color from the rightmost card. We're doing it. And, I'll have to remember this goes here. Make sure they're all in the right train. Okay. I gotta get rid of 2 cards, though, so... I hate getting rid of 0 cards, because it's really good. Place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. I'm just looking at the abilities. I would get rid of a 3, because, I mean, I don't even have enough cards to play them. Place a passenger card that matches in neither color nor value. I mean, that's kind of good. And this one is reveal. Oh, yeah, that's the one I read. I'm going to get rid of this. I know it's a good card, but hopefully I come back to it. Oh, I have to get rid of 2. Oh, shoot. I got to get rid of 2. No! Okay, let's do this. I got rid of the 2 3s because this one allows me to draw cards. So let's do that. So I paid for that. I can place this one. Oh, no. That only lets me draw 2 cards if I play it as a car. And I don't have enough cards to do that. And it will go away once the round is over. Okay, mistakes may have been made here, but I couldn't play it here anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I place this one out as a car, and this can go in this or this card, it says place a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. That ability stinks, but it costs 0, so I'm into it. So we now have the rolling lounge and the luggage car. I feel like the luggage car may have been better at the back, but here we are. If I place in this one, my passenger, I also have my VIPs. I should probably look at those too. Ignoring card colors, place a passenger in a car with a lower value than that passenger. Oh, well that doesn't work for me, so I probably should place there. Let's look at our VIPs. This one is the train must have at least 3 cars. We do. Place in the highest valued unoccupied car. Now, it does have a question mark here in the color, so I'm wondering if it could be any number but, well, highest number green. But let me just see. Hold on. It says VIPs have no value, so a VIP that must be placed between passengers may never be... Okay, that's not what I want. A passenger with a 0 number ticket meets the VIP's even number requirement. Okay. Sure. Oh, wilds have no color requirement, but their special VIP requirement must be met. Sure. Match the color of the card. Okay. Oh, I see. There are some like this. That's a wild. See, there's no color. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have B. Carter. Why do I feel like that's a character in a show that I used to watch? B. Carter. Okay, and A. Klein, like Anne Klein, the designer? I don't know, just saying. Okay, but I do like B. Carter's style. That's right up my alley. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So this one is placed between 2 passengers of equal value. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Probably should have looked a little more closely at these. I didn't, but we still have some time, hopefully. I will place this in here. So I could put it here. And this is ignoring card value. Place a passenger in a car with a lower value. No, I don't want to waste that. So we'll just place it here. Oh, let's do that. Yoink. And that says... Sorry, these are not given here. There we go. Place a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. I don't have one in my hand, so it's not going to happen. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that was good or bad. I don't think it was very good, but here we are. So we're into the... This is making me nervous. I'm already into the 3rd round, so... 2... Okay, I'm assuming I shuffle the deck. Here, let's just see here. The round ends when your hand is empty or you can add it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Do I shuffle the deck? I don't know. Let's see. Bear with me, everyone. I just gotta see. Okay, so we did that. Add a passenger. I mean, everything else is looking good so far. Game Rice Guy. New personal goal. Make enough mistakes in a game to officially call it a variant. I mean, that's my life. Oh, look, it's the Mandi variant. Seriously, I literally need a shirt that says that. See, Gamer S Guy, you're inspiring good ideas. The Mandi variant. Specifically for solo games. Specifically for solo. That's great. I love that. Amazing. I'm guessing I shuffle these. If you ever need to draw cards and the deck is empty, shuffle it to form a new deck and continue drawing. If the deck and discard pile are both empty, skip the remaining cards and continue playing. Alright, so I do get to shuffle. Although, guess what? There are only 3 cards left. So I get all of them. This is not going to go well for me. I don't think I'm going to have enough... Well, these have to be used as passengers. Period. This one needs to be placed in between two passengers of equal value. So I need to get this one out as a passenger. So I need train, and then that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, wait. So this is a green train. I can't place that out yet. It has to go on the end. Oh my god, but then it's going to make me get rid of 3 cards. Well, okay. Okay, wait. We can make this work. Hold on. Attends. So I'm going to place this here for 3. So this one, the ability will be to reveal the top 3 cards. That's the one that lets me take one and put one back in any order, but doesn't really matter because there are no cards left. And I have to spend 3, sorry. Let me just look at the ability of this. Discard a card from your hand, trash. Return the top card of the discard pile to your hand. I'm thinking. Hold on a second. Wait. Oh, no. Did I do this wrong? Oh, this is actually going to be really hard. I have to place a blue there. Oh, shoot. But I can't because there's a blue train there. Oh, my gosh. Seriously? Okay. This didn't... Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Huh. Hold on. Okay, so maybe not the 3. Y'all, this is actually, like, making my brain hurt a little bit. Oh my gosh. Gamer Radis Guy, it's like making pancakes. First game is always a dud. Right? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I do this. I'm like, oh. Because I never make pancakes from a recipe. I just do it from my head, right? Which is unusual for me. Because I hate cooking, but I love baking. And it's true. I'm like, oh, why are they so flat? Or they're just not, you know, the cinnamon's not kicking or nutmeg or whatever it is I put in there. And then when you make the next batch, it's like, oh, yeah, it's so good. Fluffy and delightful. I agree, Gamer Radis Guy, and I love that you talked about pancakes. I agree. Okay, I thought this out in my head. Clearly that didn't translate here, so let's start over. And I only have these cards to work with now. So, and I have one, after this round, I have one more round, I think. Yeah, because it's a total of 4 rounds. Let me just make sure before I say that. 4 rounds. Because then once that end of that round, when your hand is empty, yep. Okay. So in order for me, oh my god, too many things. I need to get this one out. Okay. Oh, but I will eventually need a green card for her. Yeah, you know what? Mistakes were made. Oh my god. I actually don't think this is going to work. One of these is not going out. This would be the hardest one to get out, I think. Yeah, this one's not going out. It's too hard. So we will go back to the 3. Okay. And I have to get rid of 3 cards. I have to get rid of green because I can't place green there. Ugh. And with the amount of cards that I have, 1, 2, 3, all 3 of these are going to go. Okay, so these are discarded, so everybody knows. And this is a passenger. It just has to match the number or color, and I don't pay for it. So if I put it here, it says, oh wait, no. What am I doing? I don't want that out. I want this one out. I want my VIP out. And this one is just, the train must have at least 3 cars. It does. And place in the highest valued unoccupied car, which is this one. So B. Carter's like, I like it a little bougie bouge. Girl, I hear ya. Reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Add to your hand any that match the color of the passenger that triggered the effect. Which is now interesting, because that one, I guess technically it would be green, because she was looking to go on a green train. I'm just shuffling what little cards I have here. Well, guess what? They're all green, so we know that. So, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Literally, which are those? Add to your hand any that match the color of the passenger that triggered this effect. And this is one of those weird things where I would think it's green, because she's looking for a green, but she technically doesn't have a color. Yeah, okay. Match the color of the passenger to trigger this effect. Return the others to the top of the deck. So technically, I guess I could put out a 0 train. Because I don't want to get rid of this card. Well, I do, actually. Actually, I should take a 2, because the 2 can then go in here. Ignoring card colors. Place a passenger in a car with a lower value than the passenger. Oh, I don't want to trigger that, though, yet. This is wild. Yeah, this is not giving right now. Like, I don't want to waste this, but I only have one more round to do what I need to do. And of these 3 cards, I gotta keep one of them. I can't put this out yet. So if I take this one, return the top card of the discard pile to your hand. Okay, so let's take that card. These technically would go on the deck now, because this is a new deck. And I could then play this card. Oh, I can't. I can't. So you know what? It doesn't make sense for me to take that card. The 2. Sorry. The reason why is because I can't place a green next to a green, but I can place this here. So 2. That triggers, and it says, ignoring card colors, place a passenger in the car with a lower value than that next passenger. Of the passenger, I have no more cards to play it in. So this card, technically, so I'd forfeit it. The round would end, and these go away. This is the last round. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. These are literally the last 3 cards left. I'm sure I probably cheated along the way. I don't think so, but you never know. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. Sorry, I didn't realize it was so bright on this card. So I literally can't place either of these. It would have to be the 3. I cannot afford to play a 3 because I don't have enough cards to pay for it. Oh my god. I don't think there's anything I can do. I actually think I'm stuck. Because I can't place a green train, which is all I have. Can't get the VIP out. And I can't afford to place this one. Son of a biscuit. Hey, Amanda, thanks for coming in. You came in to see me, and I'm not on a terrible note, but I'm stuck with these cards. And I didn't get my other VIP out. Boo words. Okay. Let's see what happens. So that's the game. It's so quick, which is cool. But I like these kinds of, like Gamer Artist Guy was saying, these kind of thinky games. I'm into it. Okay. So, after the end of the 4th round, calculate their score by counting the total number of unused cards in the deck and discard. So 3. Unoccupied cards, they're all occupied. And then VIPs dealt at the start, not on the train. So I have a total of 4. Oh gosh. It's bad, everybody. It's bad. It says if I had a score of 0, I'm a royal conductor. So they're all in the back of the rules here. If I had 2, beginner conductor. 4 or more, you lose. I thought I was doing great, to be honest. Unfortunately, not. So had I needed 2 cards to be like at least a beginner conductor. So there you go, everybody. That is the Royal Limited. I liked this one. I thought it was good. I enjoyed that. So I'd probably play this again and try to better my score. But now that I have the vibe and how it goes, I'm into it. Rules light for the most part. I like it. Oh, Amanda, sorry you missed the 3D prints. It wasn't anything overly exciting, although the shoes were fun. I mean, I say that I thought the shoes were fun. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm sure everyone's like, okay, enough. 3D prints, we get it, man. Do you like the thing? So, I just want to start like a whole other social media for that. I mean, I do play board games, video games, but I also do other things. I sew and do all the things. So, thanks, Gamer Artist Guy. I mean, I actually was quite thrilled. Even though the game told me I lost, I still won because I felt like I won. And I managed not to screw it up too badly. So I'm into it. So there you go. So that's that. And I did want to show you quickly another game. I'm not going to play it, but they sent it to me. I'll probably talk about it on the podcast, but I just wanted to pop it out so you can see because I did play it. Let me just clear this up a little bit here. Do that. And I have lots of Buttonshy games, so I'll probably play some more. Amanda, was this? You won in our hearts. You're so sweet. Thanks for that. Secretly, it's like, that was terrible. No, I'm joking. I didn't think it was that bad. Okay, let me grab this game. Okay. So it's called Scurry Up. Has anyone ever heard of this? They sent it to me a couple weeks ago. I did play it. I just hadn't had a chance to post about it yet. And it, if you haven't figured it out, it is literally about squirrels. So it's by David Gordon and Tam. Art is by Sandra Tang and Ammon or Amon. So apologies for the pronunciation. So it's Up is the is the publisher. I believe Up is Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. So I know both of the designers, Gordon and Tam, and they're both lovely when I've met them at conventions, so super cool. I like this game because it's rules light, literally. And love the texture, but they do have a 3-player variant. We played with 6, I think, because I think it plays 6 or 8. I think it plays up to 8. Let me look. What is it? Oh, sugars. That's the card from the other game. One sec here. 3 to 6. So we did play with 6. Yeah, we played with the max count. So the rules are literally 1 sheet. So it's pretty good. Game Rightus, my last count of 87 plus Buttonshy games, and I only got solo games. Yeah, so you're the same as me. I have all the solo games, I think, except for 1. So I didn't realize it was 87. I made a 3D print box to fit all of them. I think I showed you all, and I made 2 of them, and one of them is full, and I've doubled up in slots, and then the other one is like 3/4 full. But yeah, I mostly own the solo ones. Now I never counted it though. Okay, well, if there's one you're interested in playing, or you want me to show on stream, let me know. You've probably played them all already. I'm working my way through them. So I won't play this whole thing, but I just wanted to kind of show you. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, just got really dry here. How it goes, but oops. Put this together. Oh yeah, I forgot how long this part is. Okay, well, it's probably gonna get cut off a little bit, so let me just eek. No, we want to go farther out, not closer. Okay. I think that's as good as we're gonna get right now, but you get the idea. So this is the board, and it has, there, I can turn it. Oh my gosh, it's just like I got a dry spot in my mouth, or my throat. One moment, please. That was like the weirdest feeling ever. Oh my god. Okay, well, I hate reading sideways. I'm not going to do that to you. But, so you can see that's the top of the board. And then here's the bottom, and that matters. I'll explain why in a minute. And again, I'll go into more detail when I do it on the podcast. I just wanted to show it to you because I thought it was cute. Everybody gets dice. You're not rolling these. These are just your die color for when you're like doing your bidding or whatever. And it's really interesting when you, not bidding, but you're like, I'm going to go on this spot. And I'll show you what I mean. What's going to happen is these little slots that you see here are going to have cards like this. And then I think they slide in or whatever. I'd have to look. I don't remember. But something like this. Anyway, you get the idea. And depending on how many players you play with, you're determining what spots you want to go to. Okay. And, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And then everyone's going to look at their die and say, yeah, I'm going to go here. You can say you're going to go somewhere, but not actually go there. I usually hate bluffing games, but I didn't mind it in this one. And when you're ready, you're supposed to have your die like this, and you're supposed to put, like, you wouldn't see it from this angle, your thumb up like this to show, like, it's supposed to be like a squirrel tail. But it signifies to everybody that you're ready, and then you show whatever number you've chosen. And some slots have multiple areas for people to go. Some are only for one person and that sort of thing. I was trying to find one. Here we go. Sorry. These are not the cards. Wrong cards. These cards. My bad. It's these ones. I put the wrong ones. It's these ones. Sorry. I was like, that doesn't look right. Those are the, yeah, those are things you want to look at for objectives. Okay. So, once you've kind of chose your number, so like this is spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can share here. So you want 2 people to be here for this to trigger. Anything with a heart, you want them together. This only holds 2 people, and I believe they split what's there. I think if it's shared, you each get the resources. And then these are like your little, you know, look at the little tokens. They're so cute. And one of these is going to be for your spaces, right? Once you've claimed it. And then you've got other little ones that you can use for your tracks. If you're unable to get a specific spot, you'll move up on this track, which does get you points at the end of the game. And then for having the most amount of flowers, every time you get flowers, you go up here. Aw, that's so nice. Drive by biddies because I can't hear or stay to chat. Pew pew. Well, Kel the funky alien, that was really nice. Thank you so much. Wow, sorry, that was a bit of a surprise. Thank you, and very much appreciated. Hearts, hearts. I can't do the one that the kids do. Oh my gosh, is it like this? Anyways, thank you so much. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. That's so kind. Yay. And okay, Gamer Sky, thanks for coming in. You came when it just got really exciting. Have a great time at work. Thank you so much. I feel like I need to do a shout out now, although my little shout out has not been working and it's been really irking my soul. So let's do it here. I'm so slow. I need to find a faster way to make this happen. Oh gosh. There we go. Did it work? It did, but it didn't. I don't know. Something's wrong with my little shout out thing and I'm very mad about it. It's supposed to make your little thing bigger and it did not do such a thing. Oh well, I will figure it out, but thank you. Very much appreciated. Okay, cool. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, so that's a very nice surprise. There you go. Good luck on for my mom's birthday. So, if you come up to the flowers here, so if you get one of these here, flowers, you get to progress on this track, and at the end of the game, the first cards that I had out accidentally, these are the cards we're going to be looking at for scoring. So whoever has the most of these, oopsies, like I didn't get a spot, so I can move up on that track. Most and second most, whoever has highest on the flower track, most, second most, third most. And then you take a look at these resources that you have. Now, these resources, they're bugs. Okay, hold on. Bugs, bugs, bugs. So you get these based on whichever space you end up getting. So you get them on the red side. And at the end of the game, you're supposed to like, woo, flip them and keep them the way they land. Because now you've got some dead bugs and some alive bugs. It's a mix. And then based on the scoring, it's going to say, well, if for everyone that flipped as an alive bug, you'll get 3 points. Or everyone that flipped that's a dead one, you get a point. So you still get a point, just not as much as if it were an alive bug. Anyway, you get the idea. That's the game. It plays pretty quickly. The rules are pretty straightforward. We had fun with it. Now, is it normally a game that I'd be playing? No. But I like the idea. So yeah, so I'll talk about it more on the podcast. I just wanted to show you all. I don't know if anybody had heard of it, but I thought that was something that you might want to check out. So there you go. And Amanda, poor you. I know you were very upset to have missed my 3D print session. Everyone's like, oh gosh. But I did post the shoes on Blue Sky. So if you're on Blue Sky, I did post those there. I printed showed the ones I printed for my mom. So shout out to Makerverse Designs for creating such a cool file. I feel it's really important to make sure we're highlighting the people who created the files. I'm just printing them. I did not make them. I've been trying to learn these CAD programs. I think the one I downloaded is a little too advanced for me, so I'm going to try, is it Tinkerbox or something? I don't know. Anyway, I'd like to try to make my own stuff, but it's a doozy, so. That's that for board games. Hopefully that was good. I know it's lunchtime, and wow, I did that in an hour. Look at me go. Bang. All right. So there you go. For those who are new here, I try to do some during the day. I'm off today, but if I'm working, I try to keep them to an hour. Just lunchtime, little break, hang out, and do a little chat and do the thing. So I really appreciate everyone popping in and, you know, doing some really cool, fun, nice things. That's great. That brightens my day. I've been having a really rough couple of weeks, so really nice. I always have a really nice chat and people popping in, so I'm here for it. If you have game suggestions, let me know. I do have a list going. I know a lot of people want me to play more Buttonshy games. Happy to do so. But if there's any standing out that you want me to play, let me know. I'm trying to think if I have a few others on the shelf that are going to be a little bit more than Buttonshy. 100 Tori, I think that plays solo. I have to check. There are a couple that are going to be bringing to the table. Michael and I played Magnus Protocol. I would love to do that on a stream, but I don't know. He may not be comfortable to do that, and but it's so good. Like, it's so dark. 1000 Tori is so good. Okay, can I play it solo? It's on my shelf. I can't pull it out right now because it's behind the curtain, but I haven't played it yet. Suzanne is like, it's so good, and yeah, now you're saying it's good. Okay, if it's solo, I will try to bang that on a stream. That sounded really horrible. I'm so sorry, everybody. But yes, I will try to play that on a stream. Okay, you're not sure you played it a lot, though? Yeah, Suzanne said it's really good. So I want to do more solo RPGs on a stream. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do them where it's not boring. Because it's really hard sitting there watching someone do it. Like, you want to engage. I don't know. We'll see. And then I want us to do another session, our last session for the RPG. I know Steph's been really tired, so that's it. But Chellcat, if there's one you're interested in running, wink wink, let me know. And we'll do that one. Yeah. Like, because I think Midnight Muscadines, that's how I'm saying it, I'm sorry. I think that plays in a group as well. I'm running through it now solo until I can print my miniatures for that other game, Wrath of Wyvern, which looks really good. It's just, I gotta print those minis. Yeah, so that could be an idea. Not to put you on the spot, don't have to answer that at all, just throwing it out there. Yeah, and that's it. Well, all, it is Mumsy's birthday today, and I wasn't going to stream because I actually felt bad. I'm streaming on her birthday, but she's like, no, go stream. It'll be nice. You'll have lots of people. And I do. I always have a great chat. So normally I would stay on for another little extra time, but I might call it a little earlier today. Hellcat, you've got people waiting for both Yazebas and A Land Once Magic. Oh, Yazebas was good. And then I don't know if you heard the whole controversy that happened. That really irked me. So I was like, do I stream that? Do I not stream that? I don't know. I'm in a weird place with that one right now. So yeah, but it's good. Like, the art is really well done. The story's fun. So all right, no pressure then, Shellcat. You've got a lot on your plate. But I did want to, and we can talk offline about it. The next time Michael and I play Magus Protocol, if you want to join us, let us know, because we've gone through one box. We'll probably do another box soon. So if you're interested in joining, we'd love to have you. If not, that's cool too. All right, everybody. I know it's a bit short today, but I promised Mumsy we go watch some terrible TV. Okay, Chellcat, you love it? Perfect. I'll make sure to include you in our next chat. We just do it online, virtually. Take our time, do some stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it'll be a really good time. So y'all have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again for everyone for attending. Thanks again to Kel the Funky Alien. Really appreciate the bits. That's very kind. And all of you for joining me for my ramblings and games. I will be back with a heavier game next week. I'm just trying to get my schedule sorted. Actually, we might be back on Sunday if Sliver's tooth is doing all right for some Phasmophobia. So Brian will be very scared because he's always scared. I get a little jumpy, and then Slivers just likes to lock me in a room and let me get eaten by the monster. Always a good time. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day, weekend. You all are amazing, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye, everybody.